Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful.
We have power to prosecute, to go to court. We have power to convict people. Those people who are doing bad, if you let us know, we'll take care of them.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SOS.
Every time you compromise on standards and produce goods capable of destroying human lives in the country, we will come after you, seal your factory, destroy goods, and make you pay for your selfish and wicked act. Head of the Surveillance, Intelligence and Monitoring Unit of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Sulaiman Issa, tells greedy manufacturers who always want to circumvent standard production processes. Are you a car owner, whether private or commercial? Are you aware of the fact that there is a minimum amount of air pressure needed to support your vehicle? We will tell you why you must never go above or below the minimum air pressure for your tire. It's about 26 days to Christmas, and many are looking forward to being with their loved ones this holiday. And for those traveling by road, our story on the tire will interest you. Please do not go anywhere. We've got a lot to tell you on this week's episode of the program, Standard and You. We'll be back shortly.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products.
We have power to prosecute, to go to court. We have power to convict people. Those people who are doing bad, if you let us know, we'll take care of them.
We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
It's nice to have you join us on the program. My name is Ifenyua Okonkwo. We begin the program by telling you that a factory notorious for the production of plastic bowls, chairs and cups using dangerous chemicals found to be harmful to human lives has been sealed by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The factory is located on Oshodi Apapa Expressway in Lagos.
I was calling you, and you keep quiet again. Don't tell me to keep quiet. Can you keep quiet again? Keep quiet yourself. Wait.
That dialogue was between officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria and those of Reader Plastics. Owners of the company caught on camera refusing officials of the agency from taking samples of their plastics. This is because the company has been found to be producing plastic bowls, chairs, cups from scraps instead of virgin materials. Leader of the SON team, Sulaiman Issa, told Standard and You that the enforcement became necessary following the factory owner's refusal to operate within recognized standard production guidelines. He said this illegal practice continued despite several warnings by the SON to the company to desist from the wicked act.
The company is in the habit of using recycled materials. These recycled materials also include empty casing of car battery. You can see it here. This is very, very dangerous. We have standard for food grade products, and that is the NIS 800 2017 and also NIS 801 2017, of which representatives of this company participated in a technical committee meeting in 2017. The requirements are very clear. For food grade plastic products, there shouldn't be any recycled product at all. It is zero for recycled materials. It requires 100% resin materials. This company refused to comply. The state office has done all it could within the past few months to collaborate with them and let them comply with this requirement. And they refused. They had a compliance meeting, I think that was in October. They came on unannounced visit, November 4th. The production was ongoing. And when they came finally on the 16th of November, the top company officials stopped them. They resisted them. They obstructed our officers from carrying out their lawful duty. That is against the SON Act of 2015.
The raid caught owners of the company by surprise, and this time they had no choice but to succumb. Although the owner of the company was not available when the surveillance, inspectorate and monitoring team stormed the factory. This Indian, which we gathered was the director of finance, and this middle-aged woman were arrested by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The factory has been sealed, while investigation into the illegal practice and unruly conduct of staff of the company continues. They were on a mission to remove substandard products from some shelves in Apo Market in Abuja. It was a lawful assignment to protect consumers from fake and substandard products. An argument ensued between some of the traders and officials of the SON over the traders' refusal to allow officials of the SON impound and evacuate the bad products. What followed was an attack on the officials of the government agency.
That as we all went out with combined security of about 70 drawn from the DSS, police and civil defense, we wanted to do this raid simultaneously at 3 locations in the FCT. But lo and behold, we came under heavy and very serious attack, including guns, that eventually our personnel were wounded, the security agents were wounded.
Although no life was lost, the traders destroyed some of the vehicles of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. It was a violent exercise that would have led to loss of lives and destruction of properties. One wonders why the traders will attack men in uniform with guns. This explains the extent perpetrators of this greedy and illegal practice can go to remain in business. However, officials of the SON say they are not daunted and will stop at nothing to rid our markets of bad products. In another development, officials of the SON in Sokoto and Zamfara State, acting on intelligence reports, intercepted a trailer loaded with substandard lubricants. The products were imported into the country through the border from Niger Republic. Upon investigation by the SON, the seizure failed the labeling requirements of the SON and had no SONCAP certificate at the point of arrest. The trailer was impounded and the seizure evacuated to the warehouse of the SON in Sokoto State.
That's not the end of that story. We will keep you posted on developments as they come. Moving on, last week we brought you a story on the tire and how to maintain this life-endangering product. We are not done with the tire. This time our focus is on the minimum air pressure your tire requires to function optimally. Do you even know where to find the PSI as recommended by the manufacturers of your automobile? I am sure some of you watching me are beginning to ask questions and wondering what PSI means and what you have been exposed to by simply taking for granted the need to adhere strictly to specified and very important information. Please take a listen.
There are millions of car owners and drivers of commercial and articulated vehicles on major roads across the country. Most of these men and women behind the wheels are licensed by law to drive, having passed through a recognized driving school or through self-help. Learning the skill of driving is as important as understanding and appreciating the various parts of a vehicle to stay safe on the road. The tire is one of the very delicate parts of a car, which every driver should ensure its proper usage and maintenance. Motorists have often placed emphasis on the quality of tires. Many have continued to express concern over the incessant tire burst, which more often has led to serious auto crashes on the roads. Investigations by Standard and U revealed that some of these fatal accidents are as a result of drivers' non-adherence to recommended tire pressure.
We drivers, we don't have time. In most cases, if we want to gauge our tires, we don't even come down at times. We leave that to conductor. The vulcanizer will inflate the tire, and the conductor won't even have time to ask the conductor what the pressure is. You understand? We leave that to the vulcanizer. He gauge it as he likes.
I do check when the vulcanizer is doing my tire, but I don't really know the amount of pressure that should be in the tire. I believe the vulcanizer knows the amount of pressure that should be in the tire, so I don't really bother to know.
You can never know because it doesn't have a meter. The way the vulcanizer gauges this 20 or this 30 or this is 40, you can never know the meter. I trust the vulcanizer. Anything what I tell you, that is fine now.
Me, I cannot check it because I don't get gauge. And vulcanizer and your work, I do it.
It's 50. We normally gauge 50 inside.
It is the vulcanizer who will actually know the amount of pressure that will enter inside the tire.
From their responses, it's obvious that not many are aware of the recommended tire pressure of their car. So bad is the situation that even those you think should know follow this simple instruction.
I don't know what do you call it? No, I don't know what is PSI. I don't think I'm aware of that. I'm not.
You're talking knowledge if I know what you're talking about. I don't even know. I know I used to hear things like gauge at 40. So I don't even know what it means. I don't even know where and how they do it. All I know is that you gauge my tire and I'm on the road.
Sometimes we need to go to vulcanizer to gauge it, to let us know what the pressure is. And when we get there, sometimes the vulcanizer, they will not tell you the truth because they want to collect money. They have to put the air and say that, okay, you need to pay 100 naira or 200 naira. Then sometimes they will say that maybe the gauge is not working properly. They will tell you that the gauge is 35 or 40. So then you allow them to gauge it.
Many even rely on their uneducated vulcanizer, who in most cases cannot read and write to determine the PSI of the tire pressure.
No, I think they know about it, so they do it their way. Yes.
Okay for you.
Yes.
When you carry the tire come, if you see all the tire as it be, now you go know as it do am. If you that tire, even as in a managed tire, you go just pull small air, something like 40 or 45. But if it's as in a that tire, where they normal, where they okay, go put on 50. No, 50 so it's okay.
Normal gauge for tire, 30 for the gauge. If you want to waka for Lagos, 40 is okay. If you want to go far, 30, now 30 so it's okay. If you want to go Abuja, anywhere, Lokoja, 30 is okay.
This is despite campaigns and sensitization programs organized by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to educate drivers and owners of vehicles on the need to adhere strictly to the manufacturer's recommended pressure.
How are we sure that our tires are equally inflated? Because the people you go to, the vulcanizer you go to, the roadside we go to, I have not seen one that has their gauge calibrated or in calibration. So they put, okay, your tire is down, we need to pump it. You say, what do you say, 45? No, make it 40, make it 50. That is what you hear. But we are saying this out of ignorance. The best thing to do is to go to your seatbelt, check what is recommended there, and tell the vulcanizer, this is the PSI that I need. As simple as that.
Tires we get at this part of the country, some are fairly used, some are even damaged tires. So it's really dangerous for us to overgauge our tires. And because of the temperature of this particular part of the world, Africa and Nigeria precisely, very, very hot temperature, which can actually damage the tire. And when you are driving over time, when you gauge your tire, even at the precise level, it overshoots as soon as you go up. It increases normally without you knowing. So it's really advisable to tell them to put it at the exact instruction, which is the normal one that the manufacturer said it should be.
The car is made as a whole, which means everything about the car is calculated. So if you have, say, an SUV where you are told that if you have 2 passengers seated, this is the PSI. If you have a fully loaded car with baggage, this is the PSI. They're obviously not stupid. And so if this have gone through standards and then these cars are being able to go to market, I don't see a reason why I should listen to a organizer that learnt a trade from someone who learnt a trade without any proper formal education as to how these things work.
It is a vital information that every driver, owner of a car, commercial bus driver should know and comply with.
Each vehicle has a standard weight. If your tire is overinflated, it means the balance for that vehicle will not be attained because it's overinflated.
You can see maximum pressure, 44 psi. That's the maximum pressure you can subject this tire to. It's 44 psi. It's written on the tire. So whenever you buy a tire and you go to a vulcanizer to pump it or to put air inside it, don't listen to the vulcanizer. Look at what is written by the manufacturer. This is the pressure this tire can take, and make sure it does not exceed that pressure.
The recommended manufacturer's PSI for tire pressure can be found on the following parts of your vehicle: a sticker inside the driver's door, on the owner's manual, on the tires, on the trunk lid, in the console, fuel door or cover. Pressure in tire is often measured in units of pounds per square inch, otherwise known as PSI. To avoid accident on the road, please check and insist on the recommended PSI for your tire pressure.
Agricultural processors and farmers in the country have been advised to adopt standard procedures to ensure quality yields for both local and international consumption. This was the focus of a stakeholder sensitization organized for farmers and processors in Kano State. Here are details of that exercise put together by the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
The focus of this meeting was to expose farmers and stakeholders in the nation's agricultural sector to the benefits and processes of commodity trading, which started in Nigeria in 1947. The idea was to help the nation key into the global sustainable commodity market while assuring participants of SON's resolve to partner with processors and farmers to improve commodity standards. The DG of the Standards Organization of Nigeria disclosed that such partnership will be in the areas of services and products aimed at developing new standards and renewing existing ones to give the nation a competitive edge. Such produce include corn, groundnut, maize, soybeans, rice, and wheat that are increasingly traded on globally.
The lead of the federal government of Nigeria is towards making sure that our commodities, our agricultural commodities and other commodities like mineral resources are standardized, and we focus on them because that's where the economy is. The majority of our GDP in this country for the economies among us is based on our agriculture. And this activity of standardization of commodities is just a path towards making sure our products are respected and accepted all over Africa, especially with this African Free Trade Area Agreement.
For the DG of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Alhaji Lamido Yuguda, there is an urgent need for stakeholders to ensure effectiveness, adoption and enforcement of appropriate standards. This, he said, will reduce drastically, if not eliminate, the rejection of Nigerian produce. He noted that the commodities exchange has the potential to efficiently link industries, create jobs, improve living standards, promote rural development, and enhance financial capacity of small farmers.
It is our belief that our gathering here today will chart a progressive course for the commodities ecosystem and the national economy. I therefore call on all participants to contribute positively to setting an enviable commodity standards agenda for Nigeria.
The Deputy Governor of Kano State, Alhaji Nasiru Yusuf Gawuna, commended efforts of SON and SEC for the sensitization.
Your collective buy-in of all stakeholders and the overreaching importance of formal commodities trading to the Nigerian economy. I'm confident that the outcome of this program will surely achieve its purpose.
The event brought together royal fathers, top government officials in Kano State, and stakeholders in agricultural sector.
The Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria has restated commitment to provide operators of small businesses in the country with relevant technical support to help them grow. The Director General gave this assurance when he received the first prize winner of the Medium, Small and Medium Enterprises Clinics Award in his office in Abuja. He described MSMEs as engine of growth of any nation with capacity to create wealth and job opportunities. He commended the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, for initiating the clinic as a way of encouraging government agencies' interventions to grow small businesses. Malam Farouk commended the effort of the first prize winner, Ajia Zainab Ismaila, Director Zia Spices, for her hard work that earned her the first position. He encouraged her as an employer of labor to see herself as a role model by sharing her experiences with other women in the northeast of the country. The DG disclosed that the SON is building capacity for halal standards, adding that products tested, measured and certified by halal standards will help scale up products for exports to other parts of the world. Ajia Zainab Ismaila expressed gratitude to the Director General and officials of the agency for the support to our company.
It's an all-important component of the motor vehicle. Without it, your car cannot function because it stores electricity to start and keep your car running. On Feedback segment today, I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on the car battery right after responding to your feedback. My name is Halimot Osifo. Welcome. Simon from Enugu says, SON should go to the markets to seize fake products. Producers keep original in the factories for your certification. We do, based on genuine information provided by patriotic Nigerians. Most enforcement activities we undertake are based on information received through our toll-free lines, email, and visits to our state offices nationwide. Tony from Port Harcourt says, my problem is all these electrical materials like bulb, changeover, lamp holder. There are lots of fake ones in the market. Please report to the nearest SON office with evidence of purchase and we shall take necessary actions. Anonymous message says, I watched your program and it's very interesting. Do you have a department that checks people who build substandard houses? Report suspected substandard buildings under construction to the nearest SON office. However, we will work with other relevant authorities to ascertain and enforce standards as well as prosecute verified standards infractions. Kola Oyekunle says, try to deliver Nigerians from all the substandard goods. May God help your agency. Amen. We'll intensify efforts to rid the nation of substandard products. Abubakar Sadiq from Edo says, I really appreciate your program on Tyre. God bless you. God bless you too, and we hope to serve you better. Now to 5 standard tips on the car battery. Buy brand new car batteries certified by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Take your vehicle to points of purchase to ascertain compatibility, proper installation and diagnostic tests when necessary. Clean and keep your car battery tightly fastened. Limit short rides as it prevents your car battery from being fully charged. Turn off all lights when you exit from your car and don't use electronics when your car engine is off. There you have it, 5 standard tips on car battery. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Standard and You. 07059724455 is the number to send in your messages to with your full name and location. Thank you for watching and do join us next week for another interesting edition. As always, buy original, sell authentic and use only the best. Thanks and have a great week.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.